Welcome to Enlightening Classes, my dear student. Today I am here with my second lecture. In my lecture today we will study about word in terms of parts of speech. We are going to focus the first two most important part of speech, that is noun and verb. And we will study how noun and verb express themselves in the sentence or how they function in the sentence. So let's start. So firstly we should know what is speech. अर्थात भाषा क्या है. In English grammar, we can say that speech is basically a combination of words, a structured combination of words for meaningful expression. My dear students, whatever may be the language, Hindi, English or any of our mother tongue, speech means bhasha so that we can express ourselves in a meaningful way. So, the most important thing in terms of English grammar which we need to learn, whatever we speak or write in English, we can divide all the words or we can classify all the words into 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. And today in my class, we will mainly study noun and verb. So the students, you should need to understand what is the most important part of speech. The most important part of speech is verb because without verb we can't frame the sentence. भाषा में जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट होता है स्पीच का वो वर्ब होता है क्योंकि बगैर क्रिया के हम कभी भी सेंटेंस फॉर्म नहीं कर सकते. एंड द सेकंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच इज नाउन. नाउन, एज यू नो, नाउन इज द नेम ऑफ अ पर्सन, प्लेस, थिंग और एन आइडिया, और वी कैन से नाउन इज अ नेमिंग वर्ड. Noun can be the name of a subject, noun can be the name of an object. So let's move ahead. Here I am depicting you a picture. In this picture you can easily observe there is a boy and it seems that the boy is eating an apple. If I ask you to frame two sentences, so you can frame like this. You can name this boy as Rahul. So the first sentence can be Rahul eats an apple. And the second sentence you can frame like this, Rahul is a good boy. Can you understand the difference between these two sentence structure? Yes, in the first sentence I have used a verb that is eats. Here I have used a verb that is eats, and in the next sentence I have used is.
Linking verb.
So in these two sentence structure, the basic difference is that in the first sentence we are talking about an action which is done by this Rahul, and in the second sentence we are describing something about Rahul, that Rahul is which kind of boy. So my dear student, you need to understand whenever we speak in English, most of the time our sentences which we frame, they are basically in two forms. Either we are talking about the action or we are talking about the description of the subject. So here you need to understand that basically there are two sentence structure. One is subject, verb, object, and another one is subject,
linking verb,
complement or description. So here we can understand Rahul is a subject, eats is a main verb, and apple is an object. In the next sentence, Rahul is subject,
is linking verb.
a good boy is a complement. So my dear students, you have understood the two basic sentence structure, that is subject, verb, object, in which we are talking about the action done by the subject. And here we need to understand one more thing, that Rahul is a noun and apple is also a noun. So you can understand noun are basically used in the sentence structure either in the place of subject or in the place of object. Here you can also see Rahul we have used in the place of subject and boy we have used in the place of object. So let's start with these four pictures. My basic approach to make you understand English language by observing the situations or the people or the picture around you, the visuals around you, and then just whenever you are getting time, just speak in English and then write. So here again I am doing the same practice to make you understand the function of noun and verb in English. So in these four pictures you can understand there are certain subjects, or we can say there are certain noun. In the first picture you can see there is a boy, there is a sun, some objects you can easily observe. In the second picture also there is a family. 4 persons are there, 4 family members are there, mother, father, son, daughter. In the next picture there is a school, there is a tree, there are some slides, some children. In the last picture again we have some children. They are busy in doing something, they are drawing or creating something. There are some colors. So, and all of them are doing some actions. So here you can understand one thing, that in English language most of the time we have to deal with noun. Noun means the naming word and the action word, that is verb. So let's start with the first picture. If I ask you to think about the first picture in which we have seen a boy who is getting up, so which kind of naming words you can think about? Yes, we can think about son, child, boy, bed. And in the second picture we can see family, daughter, mother, father, son, kitchen, etc. All these are noun. All these are the name of some subjects. And in the third picture we can easily observe children, boy, girl, swing, school, etc. And the last picture we can easily observe children, boy, girl, table, colors, etc. So my dear student, we can understand that in all the 4 pictures we have seen, we have observed easily some of the nouns, some of the subjects. Now let's move ahead. If we talk about actions, so in the first picture we can talk about these actions: shine, rise, yawn, smile. And in the next picture we can think about these action words: cook, pour, chop, stir, think, smile. And in the third one, play, climb, slide, enjoy. And in the fourth one, create, mold, draw, paint. So I tried you people make understand that if you want to learn English language, so you can start with this small practice. Just take some pictures and think about some nouns and think about some actions they are doing, and then try to speak. So let's move ahead. So we can say that sentences easily we can frame by making use of words which express. Whenever we speak in English, so for different expressions there can be different words. Now let's start with the first picture. As we have already observed this first picture, there is a sun and there is a boy. It seems that the boy is getting up and the sun is shining brightly in the sky. So if I ask you to frame some of the sentences, to speak some sentences, you people can easily frame these sentences. There is a boy, there is a sun, in the sky there is a bed, there is a blue curtain, there is a blue quilt, there is a white pillow. All these words which I have mentioned using pink font color are noun: boy, sun, sky, bed, curtain, quilt, pillow. All these words are noun. Let's move ahead. If we want to frame sentences using some of the action words, so 2 action we can basically observe here. The sun is shining in the sky. Shining is the verb. Action. A boy is waking up and yawning. So here you can see waking up and yawning. These 2 are action words, verb. Let's move ahead. In this picture there is a family. Now we will try to make some sentences. As we have already observed some of the nouns and some of the verb here, it means some of the naming words and action words. So using each and every object we can frame some sentences easily. Let's start with mother. So you can frame sentences like this. This is a happy family. There are 4 members. In these 2 sentences we are not talking about action, either we are talking about the descriptions. This is a happy family. We are giving a compliment. So here we can say we are using the structure subject, helping verb and complement. There are 4 members. In this sentence also we are just describing something, but we are not talking about the action. In the third sentence, they are standing in the kitchen. We are here talking about the action. They are standing in the kitchen. So we are talking about action standing. In the next sentence, the mother is cooking food. Cooking. Mata ji khana bana rahi hai. Again here we are talking about one of the action. The father is chopping vegetable. Here also we are talking about one of the action, that is chopping. The daughter is thinking. Action. The son is stirring the soup. Again action. So all the words which I have mentioned using pink font color, all these words are noun, and the words which I have mentioned using red font color are verb. Standing, cooking, chopping, thinking and stirring. Let's move ahead. In this picture, you can easily observe some of the naming words and some of the action words, and you can frame sentences like this. This is a school. There are two big green trees. Here we are talking about the description in the sentence. 3 children are playing in the garden. We are talking about the action of children. There are 2 slides. Again we are giving description about this picture, that there are 2 slides. 1 boy is sliding. Sliding is an action, verb. 1 girl is waiting on the slide. Again there is an action, waiting. 1 girl is standing on the ground. Again one action, standing. So all the words which I have mentioned using pink font color are noun, naming words, and the red font color, the words which I have used in red font color are verbs: playing, sliding, waiting and standing. Let's move ahead. This is the last picture. In this picture again we can easily frame these sentences. There are 3 children. Describing about this picture, description. They are sitting around a round table. We are talking about action. They are busy in molding, drawing and painting. Again we are describing which kind of actions they are doing. There are 4 acrylic colors, few paint brushes and a colorful clay. Here again we are describing which kind of material they have on their round table. 1 boy is playing with a colorful mold, action, playing. 1 girl is drawing a picture of a sun, and the other girl is painting, drawing and painting, action. So my dear student, you have easily understood that all the words children, table, colors, brushes, clay, boy, mold, picture, sun, girl, all these words are noun. And sitting, molding, drawing, painting, playing, drawing and painting, all these words are action words, verb. So this is this picture I am giving you just like an homework for a simple practice. Here you can easily observe these nouns, naming words in this picture: tree, girl, boy, children, bird, crow, flowers, rope. If I talk about actions, so I have mentioned the actions, the verbs in green color: chirp, fly, play, skip, so all the words which I have mentioned using green font color are verb, action words, and the red one are noun, naming words. You can easily frame few sentences with these naming words, noun, and with these action words, verb. And you can easily do the practice of spoken English. The beauty of my classes is that student, I'm just trying to make you understand, take English as a language and try to learn spoken English by making use of grammar, so that you will not find very difficult to understand English grammar and how to use English grammar while speaking. It's very easy. So let's conclude. Today we have studied what is speech. Basically in speech we have talked about noun, naming words and action words, verb. We have understood that noun or naming word basically function as a subject or object in the sentence structure, and verb, action word determines the action or state of being of the subject in the sentence structure. Thanks for watching. My dear student, it's my request you people to like, share, subscribe my video, my lessons, so that I can make my lessons more and more fruitful and beneficial for you.